Good evening, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, guys, I need to go get in the shower and get to bed. I stayed up late tonight because I was doing my nails. I realized tomorrow for the family reunion, it's gonna be hot out, really hot. So I was like, well, I have an outfit that I'm gonna wear, but more than likely I'm gonna wear sandals. So I was like, I also need to do my toes so that, like, I don't know, just they look nice wearing sandals. So my fingers were not part of it originally, but I was like, you know what, if I'm doing one, might as well just do both of them. But I am very, like, I don't know how some people can, like, after like 10 minutes be like, my nails are dry, and just go on and do other things. I cannot. I have to wait an absurd amount of time to make sure that my nails are dry. So I will sit there for like an hour, 2 hours after I finish my nails and won't do anything until finally I'm like, okay, I feel like they're probably dry by this point. So I painted my nails, then I watched a 2.5 hour long movie, and now I'm like, wow, it's kind of late. I probably need to get to bed because it was already sort of late when I decided to paint my nails. So, like I said, I need to go and get in the shower and get to bed. But guys, what I was watching, I didn't even realize this. This was totally sort of on accident. I have been watching, well, one thing was I actually have gotten back into watching like more history documentaries, like not documentaries. I mean, I guess there are documentaries, but more like ancient history type stuff, and like, you know, like excavation type things, you know, that kind of stuff. Not as much like, I like watching those type of things, and not as much like the oh, I'm gonna, like, you know, we're gonna go through this museum and like show you this thing and then tell you all this stuff about it, or like something like that, or like talk about it. I like when they actually show like they're going to like an archaeological dig site, and then they fill you in about like what it is and stuff like that. I really like those. They have some on Disney, like the National Geographic, like Disney Plus. There's some on Amazon. There's like on the Science Channel, or like the History. Honestly, the History Channel does not have a lot of that, surprisingly. It's like American Pickers is like the only thing I feel like is on the History Channel. Like, there's no history, it feels like, or like explaining history. Like the Science Channel has like Unearthed, that's like, you know, talks more about history, I feel like, than the actual History Channel does. Anyways, that's besides the point. That's a rant for a different time. So I've been watching some of those. The other things too is that when I'm like, okay, I have a long time to like sit down and do something, I choose to put on a movie. All that I've been watching has been like musicals lately. I didn't even realize it. I watched La La Land again. Then I ended up watching the original West Side Story, because I don't think that I've ever seen that one all the way from the beginning. Like, I've caught big chunks of it at times, or like the end, but I never have like seen it, like, and I've seen like the beginning, but like I've never seen it all the way through from like start to finish. I've seen the newer one though, I think start to finish only once, and again, big chunks of it, but I've never seen like, I mean, I did see that one once all the way through. So I watched the old like West Side Story, then I watched Billy Elliot, not the musical, but the original like movie, not like the theatrical like production one, which I think is the newer one. I watched that one, actually, the like original movie, back in high school. So I had seen that one all the way through, but I put that one on because I was like, oh, you know what? I started realizing that I had been watching a whole bunch of like movies that were like adapted from like musicals and stuff like that. And so then I was like, I might as well watch that too. Then I thought I watched something else, but today I ended up watching the new West Side Story. The other thing too, guys, is that in November, for my birthday, which I'm so excited about, Wicked, the movie now, the new movie that's supposed to come out in November by my birthday. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how many musicals I went to go and see like in theaters that like, I've never seen West Side Story as like the actual theatrical like play musical, you know. I've watched, like I said, both versions of the movie. I've also not seen like Billy Elliot, but I did see Wicked, and I saw that back when I was in 6th grade, and I actually think that was I mean, I did see like Annie a handful of times when I was little. Annie was like my favorite favorite movie ever, and like I loved the music to it, all that kind of stuff. So my parents took me to like theater groups, like local theater groups that were putting on Annie, because that was a kind of a popular one. And I've seen like a handful of other like high school ones. Like I think my high school did Annie, or a different theater. I did theater too when I was like in middle school, early high school years. I did Godspell, Seussical, and those were the two musicals that I did, and then I also did Alice in Wonderland as a play. But those were the three that I was in, and then I also did Wizard of Oz when I was in 6th grade, but that was through the school, like 6th grade production thing, and then I did the other 3 in like an actual like theater company type thing. So that was fun. I like theater, like, and musicals and stuff like that. Like I like getting to sing and dance and just be up on stage too. Like I honestly always thought that I would be terrified of that, and public speaking and stuff like that. I actually surprisingly don't have a problem with that. I hate small talk and conversations with people, but I am not bad at all, I think, when it comes to like theater and like giving speeches and stuff like that. So long as I know what I'm doing. If I'm really well rehearsed, I'm totally fine. If you're like, hey, we have a speech for you, and you tell me like 5 minutes beforehand I have to get up there, I will probably freak out. But if I know ahead of time and have practiced and rehearsed and stuff like that, like I'm normally pretty good. Anyways though, so I have seen though, I saw Wicked and I saw Les Mis also. But I've not seen Les Mis, the movie, that also is newer-ish, I guess. But like West Side Story, honestly guys, I think it's a tie between Wicked and West Side Story is my favorite musical ever. I think Wicked has stronger music, but the story, West Side Story, like the story of it, I think maybe tops Wicked. Maybe, or like I said, it's a very close tie, but I might have to put Wicked ahead just because I think the music's better. But I haven't seen a whole ton of musicals that are actually done. Like, you know, I saw Les Mis in, I don't remember what theater, when we went, my aunt took me near my birthday. We went to Chicago to go and see it, and then Wicked, my 6th grade class, we went to go and see Wicked, and then we put on Wizard of Oz for our 6th grade play. But my teacher was like really big into theater and stuff like that as well, so that's why we did that. We did a whole like almost like a unit on Wicked kind of, and like just, I don't know, it was like a whole bunch of different stuff kind of, but it was kind of cool how it was like incorporated into it, and then we got to go and see it. She was very big into theater, so I thought that was really cool though, because I think that was the first like actual big production, like you know, like I said, we saw that in the city, and that was like the first big like, you know, musical or play, you know, that I had seen. So like I said, I think that one also holds a special place in my heart. But I've never seen West Side Story, like I said, as a musical, like in a theater. But I feel like, again too, it's just both of the actual movies, like the story is so strong that I'm like, I love it. It's one of my favorites. And so like I said, I think that it's super close to being a close tie for first between that and Wicked. But Wicked coming out November, I am super excited, but also a little nervous, because obviously it's different when you see the play, and I haven't seen it since 6th grade. So it's like, you know, I still remember it so well though, because of all the stuff that we did like in our class to like lead up to go and actually see it. But you know, they're very different from like the movie to the actual like play or musical. So like I said, I don't know, it'll be fun. I'm excited to go and see it, but also very nervous because I don't want it to like ruin my experience that I had with it either. But like I said, if I like West Side Story so much and I've never actually seen the real musical, I feel like it hopefully hold up pretty well to, you know, me liking Wicked as a movie, hopefully as much as I liked it as the musical. I don't know why I've been on a musical and play like movie kick lately. Like I said, Les Mis might be the next one now that I have to watch. But anyways, I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.